Hello there, my friend. Hello there. This is Jerome Shaw once again coming at you on this Liquidarian journey. This is day 4. Logging in, just checking in with you, letting you know some updates on how I'm feeling and the things that I've been learning. We had a meditation retreat here today and yesterday, and also tomorrow here at the center in Lake Elsinore. And it's been a wonderful one. Met a gentleman named Alexander who came up the hill, like all the way up the mountain, trekked up here. And you might have seen some previous videos, so you probably know like how far it is to walk up here just by looking at the scenery in previous videos. But yeah, that was quite a feat. So he definitely made his pilgrimage, his journey, his rite of passage, as it were. But yeah, so it's been awesome to meditate with folks around here and just be in that energy. But of course, as they're all eating solid food, I kind of been the odd one out. And sometimes they single me, pushing food my way, pushing like potato wedges and like different things, rice and stuff towards me, and I'm just like, no, it's okay, it's fine, thank you. I just say thank you. I've been coming up with things in my mind, and also I've been learning different things to tell people when you're on a liquidarian lifestyle, or when you're on a liquid diet, and you could just tell people, that's okay, I'm on a special diet. Like, I appreciate it, I'm on a special diet, or I appreciate it, I'm fasting. Not to disrespect people. But then if some people go a little further and they really feel disrespected that you're not eating their food, because of course a lot of emotion and energy is wrapped up in food. We eat out of emotion a lot of times. We don't need food for energy, but that's the energy that we're used to, so that's where we go to most often. So when people say eat something, you need to eat, they're coming from a personal place. They mean well. They're coming from a place of love, but it's like, I understand that I don't need to do anything. So being able to politely just, decline, or just kind of say, it's okay, I appreciate it, I thank you, or just saying I'm on a special diet. But if they push and if they prod and if they feel disrespected, then you can kind of say, well, one person might get defensive, saying like, why should I violate my body for your happiness or something? You might think that's too far, but there's alternatives. There's ways to politely just say, no, it's okay. I'm on a special diet right now. I'm doing something right now. I'm bettering myself. I'm cleansing myself right now. So I appreciate it, as so as not to disrespect. So today, I almost overdid it on the liquids. It was kind of like making up for yesterday, because a lot of yesterday I had nothing. But today I almost overdid it, but I stopped. I knew that I was starting to approach a limit, because even though it's not solid food, like, it's still liquid. You could still overdo it. You could still take a lot more than the pancreas and the kidneys and the body requires, I think. So I sort of felt that, and I was like, okay, now I'm just tasting for tasting's sake, or for mouth pleasure. I don't need any more. I don't need anything. So I had to, at a certain point, I really had to stop myself and say no more, And so I went out and I took a walk, and I put on the breather that I've been using to just increase my lung capacity, and doing a lot of breath work today, just a lot of pranayama, nadi shodhana, nostril breathing, and just really balancing out the left and right hemispheres, and just really just getting back to breath. And I've been learning more and more that the more that the nadis in the nadis, like I don't know all about the anatomy and all about the energy pathways and the channels that you're opening up with breath work, but the more that we open it up, the more prana is able to come into our body. So we are allowing more prana to enter the body. So that's how I'm starting to understand it. So by purifying the nadis, the pathways, the nasal passages in the body and the lungs, by purifying yourself, the more appetite that we have for breathing, the more hunger we have for breathing. So the more we breathe, the more we breathe. So anything, that's with anything. You know, the more you eat, the more you want to eat. You know, naturally, if you eat a lot of food, you'll wake up hungry, right? So the more you eat, the more you want to eat. But the less you eat, the less you need to eat, if that makes sense. The more you sleep, the more you want to sleep, but vice versa. So whatever, you know, whatever gives also takes away. That's something I'm learning too. This Taoism from Tao Lore. I've been following this other YouTube channel, different YouTube channels I've been following. Just Love Prana, check her out. Breatharian Yogini, check her out. Awesome, awesome channels. Of course, Elitam Elamine, of course, Ray Mayor. But check all of them out. You know, do your own research on these breatharians and liquidarians, and I believe that it will give you a lot more faith, a lot more endurance, a lot more conditioning, and just a lot more confidence within yourself when you see these people who are living these pranic lifestyles, who are being able to adapt and being able to not suffer through, but really, you know, being victorious in their trials and their journey, and just they're powering through, so I know I can too. And I'm just loving how I'm learning about these people who are discovering different revelations about themselves, discoveries about the body, and just learning more and more about themselves as they're getting more in tune with the body. Through the respiratory system, respiration comes inspiration. Inspiration, to be inspired, just means to be in spirit. Inspired in spirit. So you're allowing more life to come into the body, and you really become more of a creator. You want to do exactly what I'm doing right now, you know, creating content in whatever form. You know, I'm playing music on my shakuhachi flute. I'm writing, I'm reading, I'm learning, I'm meditating, I'm walking, I'm exercising. And as you exercise, of course, the circulatory system, you know, with more circulation and more breath and more everything, like the brain is getting all this oxygen, and the body, well oxygenated, just becomes a powerhouse, just this bio machine, just learning more and more how to operate this. I'm sure you can understand, and you can see the light on my face. Like, I really just am enthused and just so enthusiastic about this this work that I'm doing on myself, this laboratory of my body. So I'm becoming my own scientist again. I'm playing, I'm just learning and just discovering and really remembering, because I feel like these things have always been with us. You know, ancestors for, you know, years and years and years ago, already knew about these things. You know, there were breatharians way before, you know, way before us. So these things aren't really new, but they're coming back to the forefront. They're coming back. And so, like they say, common knowledge is not so common. So even I didn't know this a year ago. A year ago, 2018, I had no idea that breatharians existed, liquidarians existed. I have no idea that you could subsist or you could exist on liquid, you know, just liquid alone. So this is just a new territory for me. And, you know, I was so excited right now in this video that I was just talking about all these developments, and I had a whole, like, I had all this stuff that I could just talk about, but I didn't need it, you know, I didn't need it. Like, I'm running on this new engine, this new energy. And so I'm just so excited for the new year. I'm so excited for more possibilities, more life, and just more discovery, more remembrance, and getting back to the source, really getting in tune and getting in touch with what's inside. So thank you so much for watching, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. And for more inspiration like this, visit the podcast, The Open Palm. You can find that wherever you find yours. Take care.